This is Gnomedex 5.0, sponsored by Microsoft, in conjunction with Locker Gnome and Yahoo.
I'll tell you what, one of my favorite Channel 9 videos was the one touring at Microsoft Studios. That's no BS, I'm not just saying that. You gotta go talk to Pete, and so, well, here you are. So you're talking to me. Okay, today's the 23rd of June, 2005, here at Gnomedex in Seattle, Washington. One of my favorite places, actually, in the entire place. I'm Eric Rice from ericrice.com and audioblog.com. We're that podcasting company and video blogging company.
What do you do?
Really hard, I guess. You know, that's how it works. You show up, you work, and there you go. It pays off.
So you're doing audio podcasts?
Yeah, and video.
You have done video podcasts.
Yeah, I know, the name audio blog kind of throws it off.
Is amazing. I'm telling you, this guy knows the effects in the videos you do.
Actually, well, it's really tough. I mean, I'm a Mac guy, right? And
so am I.
We were all Mac guys at one time, okay?
I gotta say, I love my HP laptop, but here's the thing. iMovie. And so all that stuff I do is just a combination of Photoshop and iMovie. There's no special plugins or anything like that. I think you can do some of that stuff with iMovie or Movie Maker on XP. You know, it's free, and that's the thing is, you know, making video is something that we as a culture, we've been doing for 80 years, so we just got to kind of put the pieces in different places, and people go, oh yeah, I do actually make movies, right? We just got to teach people how to use these tools and say it's okay to do your thing. I'm a Bay Area native. I grew up in Silicon Valley.
So you're here just for this?
Yeah, of course.
This means something.
Well, I'm also now, right? No, I'm still in Silicon Valley. Okay. Buying a new house in Silicon Valley. I'm actually doing a podcast and video blog roadshow Monday at the Pike Place Market at 3 p.m. And then I'm up to Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm hitting most North American cities as I can to evangelize podcasting and video blogging, talk about audio blog, introduce local podcasters to local people that have an interest, as well as, and then video blog the whole thing. It is a technology, it's a genre. You know, saying podcasting is a genre is like going, you know, I could go for some DVD right about now. KSSX, here, do the plug. We have 3 music shows, and one is metal, one is indie rock, and one is kind of a cornucopia of things. Well, if I want to play all the metal on my computer, it ain't going to be picked up. If the genre is not metal, which is what the contents of...
But when you go to media portable devices now and you go below metal, podcast is the genre, and it all just compiles there.
Yeah, whatever. Man, I could really go serve for some restaurant right now. Video is video. You want to know what you do is you drop the buzzwords and you call them shows. You call them documentary. I mean, what? It's the Eric Rice Show. What? It's everyday films. Part of that was just because, how would you like to make a film every day? Or here's the films people are making every day. Those terms will eventually go away. Eventually it's all going to be absorbed by, you know, remember when we did the plug-in thing? Gotta go get this, gotta go get that. Everything's installed now. You know, other than you have Mac people have to install Windows Media, that's fine. Nobody installs Real Player anymore. I mean, come on. I'm so sick of Real. Just stop, you know. It's Microsoft, it's Windows Media, and it's QuickTime, and that's it.
Right.
OGG, the same thing. I mean, I like what it represents. You know, it's this patent-free thing. I'm still trying to get people to get onto the MP3 idea. They're like, what? Digital music? And OGG just throws another, and it sounds like blog, and that's going to start this whole new conversation. And I'll say podcast and video blog for the benefit of Google or MSN search.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's part of that.
I've actually been playing around with MSN Spaces, trying to podcast from there. Use MSN Spaces speedrunner and audio blog, and you can
we tried sending cell phone calls to Spaces, but it didn't work.
So weren't you frustrated that you couldn't store your podcast there? So you got to eat up the bandwidth somewhere else?
Well, yes, but you do have things like Our Media. I mean, it's still not
you're
easy.
finding Our Media is reliable?
Well, I don't use it because I have my own servers and everything, but it's a start. I mean, like the Free Blog project, there's a lot of steps there. It's 7 steps of setting up 7 accounts, but it is a start, you know, and if you want it bad enough, you know, you can do it. It'll come
blog
around.
rocks. Here's the thing.
A fan.
Like, I totally believe like Spaces should does.
Yeah, but I think unless you're willing to do things like open up like a gig of storage, I mean, there's so much. Yahoo's got, you know, how much storage?
We're doing it on Hotmail, right? So I know.
Yeah, Hotmail. I don't use web-based mail. It's just personal preference. Yeah, I mean, you can get all the space all over the place. It's just the early adopters are going to do what it will take to work. Maybe podcasting's not something that people on MSN Spaces want to do.
My concern is like all it takes is one successful podcast or a small contingent, and then what's the reliability of the system? Like, suddenly, you've got
I run a podcast company
that's got her dial-up line, and
the
you've got Joe who's got a T1, and everybody loves Joe's podcast.
Well, with Apple's announcement of iTunes 4.9, I mean that's going to change some things for some podcasters. I mean, if they've been starting to index and spider things, and you can one click. I like the model of how it's done. That's going to start causing some serious bandwidth issues for people. It's an evolution thing. You can't say this is what we're going to do today because it's going to change. I'm more interested in mobile stuff. I mean, mobility is yet another place where, and it's a very difficult space to work in. It's like dealing with 10 operating systems that change on a daily basis. I mean, God, I can hardly keep up with Windows and Mac. Changing. Windows, and I hate to say it, Windows just is a very difficult operating system to deal with. And my troubles right now with Apple is that Tiger is just garbage. They gotta fix it.
What about PSP?
I love it. I have a PSP in my bag. I was showing some video blogs earlier.
I have a PSP.
An Xbox 360 when it comes out. Just for the it's a gadget of the sexiest nature. You go to ericrice.com and you do 3 things: watch, listen, and read. That's it.
That's easy. Thank you very much.
Podcasting from Gnomedex 5.0 in Seattle.